Listen closely. Do not rush past this. The next few minutes are not just content consumption. They are a divine appointment. You did not click on this by accident. You are not guided here by a random algorithm or a glitch in the system. You are here because a specific window in the spiritual realm has opened, and your name was spoken in the halls of heaven. Pause. Take a deep breath. Let the noise of the world fall away. There is a heaviness you have been carrying. I know you feel it. It presses on your chest when you try to sleep. It wakes you up at 3 in the morning with a sudden jolt, a feeling that you forgot something or that something is hunting you. You have been feeling a shift in the atmosphere, a subtle vibration in your hands, a ringing in the silence. That is not anxiety. That is not your mind playing tricks on you. That is your spirit detecting a change in the spiritual climate before your eyes can see it. You have only a short time to align with this shift. The window is closing, not because God is impatient, but because the delivery that is coming requires a specific frequency of faith to be received. You have felt like you are fighting a battle that no one else sees. You walk into rooms and feel drained. You speak to people and feel misunderstood. You have been asking, why is this so hard? Why does it feel like every step forward requires a war? The enemy has been working overtime. He has been disguising fear as logic. He has been whispering that you are tired, that you should just settle, that the dream is too big and you are too small. But the reason the battle has intensified is not because you are losing. It is because you are close. The darkness knows what you are carrying even before you do. The resistance you feel is the greatest evidence of the magnitude of your calling. You are not just a person trying to get through the week. You are a vessel chosen to carry a specific frequency of glory that your bloodline has never seen before. If you are ready to acknowledge this battle and step into the shift, I want you to make a small mark in the physical realm right now. Type 777 in the comments. Do not overthink it. Just type 777 as a signal that you are awake, you are listening, and you are ready to receive what is coming. This is your first step of agreement. Now let us look at what you have endured. The Lord has seen your nights. Long before you found this message, He was counting the tears you wiped away in the dark. He heard the prayers you were too exhausted to speak out loud, the ones that were just groans in your spirit. You have been running on empty. You missed a whisper from God 3 days ago. Not because you are rebellious, not because you don't love Him, but because you are weary. Your soul is tired. You have been carrying the weight of your family, the weight of your past, and the weight of a future that hasn't manifested yet. God is not angry with you. He is not disappointed. He whispered, "Try again. My child isn't ignoring me. They are just tired." So He waited. He paused the delivery. He held back the courier. And now He has brought you here again. This is the second knock. This is the grace of God circling back to give you another chance to open the door. But you must understand, this window is finite. There is a launch code attached to your name, and it is time sensitive. The storm you have been sensing is not a storm of destruction. It is a storm of transition. But if you do not open the door, if you scroll away, if you choose distraction over destiny, the breakthrough stays sealed. Think about the strange behaviors you have seen in people lately, the unexpected conflicts, the restlessness in your spirit, the way people who used to be close to you suddenly feel distant or hostile. That is not random. That is the separation before the elevation. The enemy is trying to distract you with petty conflicts so that you miss the major delivery. He wants you focusing on the noise so you miss the knock. You have been marked. Being chosen is not a badge of honor that makes life easy. It is a target on your back. It means you are targeted by darkness because you carry light. It means you are misunderstood by chaos because you carry order. You have often wondered, am I asking for too much? Am I being dramatic? You are not. You are simply sensing the friction between your destiny and your current reality. You were never created to live in confusion. You were never created to chase love like it was a wage you had to earn. You were never created to question your worth every time someone walks out of your life. And yet, that is how life has felt. Like walking through fog, like screaming underwater. But hear this, you are not broken. You are being broken open. There is a massive difference. The enemy didn't touch your reality. He touched your perspective. He planted doubt in the garden of your destiny. But God is breaking the silence. Heaven is roaring your name. The spiritual realm has been stirred. Archangel Michael has been dispatched personally. Why Michael? Because Michael is the warrior. Michael is the one who clears the path. When Michael shows up, it means the opposition is serious, but the victory is guaranteed. It means the time for pity is over, and the time for rising has begun. You are not asking for too much. You are asking for what was promised. Being chosen means you will be attacked. It means you will feel tired in rooms where others laugh because you feel the spirits they are entertaining. It means your spirit feels heavy when others feel light because you are carrying the burden of intercession. When your name comes up in conversations, you aren't part of the atmosphere shifts. People can't explain why they either love you intensely or hate you without cause. It is because of the glory you carry. It irritates the demons in them, but now something is about to shift suddenly, dramatically, undeniably. This is not a metaphor. This is movement. Something was written in the scrolls of heaven before you were born, and it is unfolding right now. The courier has arrived. The courier is not a human postman. It is a divine messenger, an angelic assignment sent from the throne room of God. They are carrying a package with your name on it. This package contains the answers to the prayers you stopped praying because you lost hope. It contains the restoration of the years the locusts have eaten. But here is the truth. This moment will either break you or awaken you. You choose. This is why you are still alive. You did not survive the trauma, the betrayal, the lonely nights just to survive. You survived to transform. You are moving from victim to vessel, from weeping to warring, from silence to thunder, from being overlooked to walking in overwhelming favor. That is why this message had to find you. The algorithm obeyed the assignment. Within a very short time, the atmosphere around your life is going to change. The signs will follow. You will receive an unexpected call. A name will be mentioned in a room you have never entered, opening a door you didn't know existed. A financial block that has been immovable will suddenly crumble. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Promise yourself right now. Promise heaven. You will not walk away before this word finishes its work in you. If you close your heart now, the enemy gets another foothold. God will never override what you choose to abandon. Stay in this vein of truth. Someone in the spirit realm has been interceding for you, whispering, please don't let them miss it. Please let them receive it this time. You matter that much. The world may have made you feel replaceable, like a cog in a machine, but heaven calls you irreplaceable. You were born different. You know it. You have felt it since you were a child. That is why they couldn't box you in. That is why they mocked your dreams. That is why your path has been harder than your siblings or your peers. You are forging a new road, but help is coming now. And it is not coming in human form. It is not coming from a bank loan or a government program or a friend's favor. Help is coming from heaven. Help is coming from the one who crafted your soul. This is the threshold. You have stood here before. You have felt the nudge of God before and ignored it. You closed the screen, went back to the distraction, and later regretted it when life hit you harder than you were ready for. Not this time. The cost is too high. This shift is too big. You were never born for a quiet, comfortable, mediocre life. You were born to carry the thunder of heaven in your chest. You were born to see what others refuse to see. That is why this message feels like a mirror. It is reflecting your true self back to you. Pause everything else in your mind. Let heaven speak. This is from the throne. God is whispering your name, calling you back into alignment. He is not calling you to shame you for your fatigue. He is calling you to awaken you to your power. Once this word reaches the deepest part of your spirit, the drought ends. The veil lifts. What has been chasing you will lose your scent. You're not just a receiver of messages. You are living evidence that heaven still moves. You didn't see it last night. You were sleeping, or maybe you were tossing and turning, staring at the ceiling. But while you lay there, your name was whispered in the holy courts. A decision was made in your favor. The gavel came down. Not guilty, the judge said. Restored, the Father said. But God, in His mercy, has brought the moment back to your conscious mind so you can agree with it. Don't miss it. Angels still fight. Miracles still land on weary shoulders. Even now, as you read this, something in your atmosphere is shifting. You may not see it with your physical eyes yet, but your spirit feels it. The silence in your room is changing texture. It is becoming thick with presence. That silence is the sound of angels taking position. Your tears are not signs of weakness. They are your soul saying, finally. Finally, I am being heard. Heaven doesn't call you weak. Heaven calls you the initiator, the signal fire, the one who births holy movement in a stagnant bloodline. You were tested in the shadows so you could stand in the light. And no, you are not crazy for feeling emotional right now. That is your soul finally exhaling after holding its breath for years. You will wake up tomorrow different. Not because the world changed overnight, but because you did. You finally remembered who you are. You are not a mistake. You are not forgotten. You are not left behind. You are called, covered, carried. Those who mocked you, those who doubted you, those who tried to delay you, they will see it. In the very near future, they will watch God elevate you. Not to shame them, but to prove Himself faithful to you. He prepares a table before you in the presence of your enemies. He doesn't remove the enemies. He makes them watch you eat. Watch the signs. They will come. A song on the radio with words that pierce your heart. A wind that brushes your cheek when no windows are open. A number sequence that keeps repeating, catching your eye. A call you weren't expecting. These are not accidents. These are messages. Heaven is speaking. Are you listening? As your heart opens to this truth, the blessing is released. You are not late. You are not unlucky. You were delayed for divine protection. If you had arrived at this destination 3 years ago, the character you had then could not have sustained the blessing you are about to receive. You would have been crushed by the weight of the glory. The delay was an incubator, and now your covering has been reactivated. Breathe again. Not just air, but restoration. Inhale the promise. Exhale the disappointment. This is what healing feels like. This is what alignment feels like. The next steps you take won't be random. They will be anointed. This message will linger in your mind. Every time you return to the thought of it, something deeper will awaken. This wasn't written as content. It was written as covenant. You have crossed the line now. You have stepped out of the waiting room and into the delivery room. This isn't about blessings anymore. It is about spiritual authority. No more hiding your voice. No more dimming your light to make insecure people feel better. No more apologizing for the fire inside you. God says you are the miracle. What is coming is only confirmation of what He already planted in you. You are the garden. You are the prophecy. You are the breaker of patterns. You are the rebuilder of ancient altars. This moment is not the end of the message. This is the beginning of your movement. Welcome to the shift. It has already begun. There is a reason the battle intensified right before now. There is a reason the pressure increased. Why the delays multiplied. Why the doors slammed shut when you thought they were finally opening. It is not because you were forgotten. It is because you were carrying something heaven refused to let die. The enemy attacks what he fears. He feared what was incubating inside of you. The courier has arrived. The one sent from the throne room, carrying something with your name written across it in eternal ink. But listen carefully. While the courier brings what is yours, you carry the authority to multiply it. That is why the enemy came so hard. Not because of what you did, but because of what you were destined to birth. Your house isn't just a home. It is about to become a birthing room for heaven's next move. Michael the great Archangel leans in now. The whisper becomes a roar. Tell them to prepare their space. Tell them to make room. Tell them to expect the unexpected. Because what is coming does not play by human logic. It doesn't need your calendar. It doesn't need your permission. It doesn't need the approval of the committee that rejected you. It comes with glory, not explanation. And when it arrives, even you will be left speechless. Yes, that thing you have prayed for through clenched teeth and tear-stained pillows. The miracle you nearly buried because you thought it was too late. It is not only coming, it is already in motion. It knows where you are. It was never lost. It was always en route. But heaven had to protect it. Heaven had to delay it until your heart was ready to carry it with reverence, not desperation. That is why some people walked away. That is why certain jobs didn't hire you. That is why the relationship ended. Not because you failed, but because it was never the courier. It was a counterfeit. Heaven will never let you settle for a knockoff blessing. Now the settling is over. The shrinking is over. The days of squeezing your anointing into rooms too small for your calling are done. You weren't made for cages. You were made for kingdoms. The courier is not bringing what you asked for. They are bringing what you were too scared to ask for. Heaven remembered every whisper you cried into the dark. Every hope you didn't post on social media. Every ache you didn't have words for. That is what triggered this delivery. God doesn't respond to noise. He responds to purity. He responds to brokenness. He responds to honest faith. And you, beloved, you kept your heart pure. You were bruised, but you didn't turn bitter. You were disappointed, but you still believed. You were left out, but you never stopped showing up with love. That posture moves heaven. That heart posture releases restoration. Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Heaven is not repaying you in pieces. It is paying in full. Overflowing, multiplied, undeniable. Michael is not whispering anymore. He is roaring. And when heaven roars, nothing stays the same. Right now, in this very moment, things are shifting. Conversations about you are being stirred in high places. Decisions are being overturned. Emails are being typed. Texts are forming. Doors are opening quietly. But behind those doors is your next season, your answered prayer, your real life. And hear this, you will not have to chase it. You will not have to beg, perform, prove, or plead. Because when heaven sends something, it finds you. Even if you are hiding, even if you feel unqualified, even if you are still healing. God says, I already chose you. Before they rejected you, before you doubted yourself, before you fell apart, you were mine. And now He is proving it. Not with empty promises, but with movement, with manifestation. This message is not theory. It is confirmation. It is evidence. Now your only assignment is to receive. Not timidly, not with guilt, not wondering if you are worthy, but with open arms, with lifted eyes, with a heart ready to carry glory. Because God doesn't misdeliver. He doesn't get the address wrong. This is yours, only yours. And right on time, take a breath. Feel the air in your lungs. That is not just oxygen. That is prophecy. That is heaven saying, get ready. It is here and now. The realm of spirit is standing still, watching for your yes. Because Michael doesn't come for the ordinary. He moves for the marked, for the chosen, for the ones who carry legacy in their bones. And yes, you. Don't second guess that. You survived things that should have ended you. You walked through betrayals that should have shattered you. But you are still standing, still believing, still reading this, not by accident, but by divine appointment, because something massive is being birthed through your obedience. The enemy tried to end your story prematurely, but God said, not yet. I am not done. I am just getting started. And what He is about to release will shake generations. Feel that shift in your chest. That isn't emotion. That is your soul remembering why it came to this earth in the first place. That is divine alignment. That is purpose rising. That is the sound of chains breaking. This moment was never meant to entertain. It was sent to interrupt, to cut through the noise, to silence fear, to activate what has been asleep in you, to remind you that God is sending a divine encounter. When you say yes fully, freely, finally, your name won't be whispered in pity anymore. It will be spoken in power. Understand this. The messenger of glory doesn't obey earthly time. He moves on God's assignment, and he shows up when faith opens the door and fear finally shuts up. You have cried enough. You have waited long enough. You have explained yourself too many times. Now it is time to receive. Michael says they are ready. They are the bloodline breaker, the generational curse reverser, the legacy carrier, the voice that heaven has been waiting to release. You thought you were surviving. Heaven saw you leading, even in silence, even with tear-streaked prayers, even when your reward was nothing but more pain. But now the courier of restoration is standing at your door. And what is in their hands isn't small. It's not leftover. It's not a delayed blessing. It is heaven's best, wrapped in light, marked with your name, delivered with urgency. It is about to shift how the world sees you, how the enemy fears you, and how your soul shines. No, you are not too old. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are right on time. Because what is coming isn't based on your schedule. It is based on God's sovereignty. He doesn't rush perfection. He reveals it. And now, heaven is revealing you. Piece by piece, layer by layer, pain by pain, until the reflection in the mirror finally matches what heaven has always seen in you. They won't recognize you after this. Because glory changes a person. Because encounters with God redefine identity. This encounter is not waiting for another fast, another conference, another cleanup moment. It is happening now. Because God isn't responding to your perfection. He is responding to your yes. If you could see what is being released right now, your knees would buckle. Because what is coming to your doorstep isn't just breakthrough. It is awakening. Heaven doesn't send accidents. It sends assignments. And this is yours. Mark this moment. The delivery has arrived. Something is happening right now. Not in theory, not in symbolism, but in spirit and in truth. Can you feel it, that quiet pull in your soul? That sudden pause in your thinking? That is not coincidence. That is divine timing reaching out for your hand. Because what is arriving in your life isn't just a blessing. It is a shift so deep, so wide, so unstoppable that it will touch everything connected to you. This isn't a personal blessing. It is a generational ripple. It will flow into your family, your friendships, your future, and even into rooms your feet haven't stepped into yet. That is how powerful this delivery is. It is the kind of blessing that floods every corner, heals every wound, and restores what time, betrayal, and disappointment tried to steal. This is the beauty of what is coming, not because you earned it, but because heaven authored it. Archangel Michael is not watching from a distance. He is present. The courier is not delayed. They are knocking. And heaven isn't whispering. Heaven is shouting your name in celebration. This is not a reminder to stay hopeful. This is a release into your new reality. When you open the door this time, something behind you closes for good. You won't return to who you were. You won't shrink to fit who you used to be. No more settling, no more smallness. Because your miracle didn't get lost. It has arrived. And in this sacred moment, yes, this one right here, Michael leans in with a message only your spirit will fully understand. They have no idea how powerful this next shift will be. And the truth is, you really don't. Because what is coming is not just an answer to a prayer you whispered. It is the start of a life you never dared to dream. It is the kind of breakthrough that makes you fall to your knees, not out of fear, but out of awe. It is the moment where you finally exhale, look in the mirror, and whisper, God didn't forget me. Maybe your bank account doesn't show it yet. Maybe your phone is still silent. Maybe the ones you loved are still gone. But none of that matters now, because heaven has authorized a courier with a delivery that no enemy can intercept. The tables are turning. The angels are moving. And what once seemed far away is at your threshold. Not on the way, not almost. Here, now. You are not lucky. You are not forgotten. You are not barely holding on. You are carried, chosen, called. Tonight, you are being carried into a future that always had your name written in its foundation. And heaven is holding its breath as you choose. Not whether to earn it, you already have, but whether to believe it, whether to receive it, whether to let go of needing proof and start leaning into presence. Because when you say yes to this shift, the universe reacts. Heaven moves, earth aligns, stars respond, and your story realigns with divine design. You may not see it fully now, but one day soon, you will look back on this exact moment and say, that was when everything changed, because this word didn't originate from earth. It was breathed from heaven itself. And your soul felt the pull because your spirit was ready, even if your mind had questions. And now that you have heard it, you can't unhear it. You can't unknow what has been unlocked, because this is real. This is now. This is happening. Let them mock. Let them misunderstand. Let them call it emotional. Because God doesn't perform miracles in hiding. He performs them to reveal His glory through your rising. Your house will feel different. Your thoughts will begin to sharpen. The conversations you attract will shift. Because heaven doesn't leave residue. It renews everything it touches. So tonight, when you open your window and breathe in the cool air, don't just inhale. Receive. Because even the wind is carrying prophetic movement. And the stars above, they were there when God inscribed your name into this very moment. That is not poetry. That is prophecy. Don't ask how. Don't ask when. That is not your job. Your job is to prepare. Your job is to choose. To say, I open the door to what heaven has sent. I release the fear, the doubt, the trauma, and I make room. Because this time, beloved, you won't miss it. You won't downplay it. You won't explain it away. You will smile through tears and say, I waited, but it was worth it. The miracle is at your door, and it carries holy weight. The next few minutes are sacred, unrepeatable, unshakable. Let this be the word you don't scroll past. Let this be the moment you don't second guess. Because if you open fully, you are not just hearing a message. You are stepping into a new world. Something soft is coming. Something sudden, something spirit-born. Let it in. That sense of peace rising up, that's not coincidence. That's not emotionalism. That is the courier. That is the miracle. Take a breath. Because from this moment on, you are no longer who you were. Your soul has shifted. Your spirit has received clearance. A gate has opened in the spiritual realm that was sealed until now. And standing near you, not to punish, but to protect, deliver, and reward, is Michael the angel who has warred for your promise. Because yes, you are being rewarded, not because you were perfect, but because you were faithful in the dark. You were never weak. You were being refined. You were never abandoned. You were being hidden for this exact moment. What the courier brings isn't just a letter. It's a launch code. A green light from heaven. Permission to stop hiding. Permission to rise without apology. Permission to walk boldly in your calling. Michael has watched you shrink yourself for too long. He has watched you soften your voice to keep others comfortable. Enough. This isn't a small blessing. This is divine elevation, and it carries your name. You will see confirmation in the next 7 days. Watch for unusual timing, unexplained peace, opportunities that didn't come through your effort. That is how you will know it is heaven, because it won't require begging or chasing, only receiving. Heaven now says the window is critical, not measured by a clock, but by moments of mercy. If you walk away now, the page closes. But be alert. Right after this, something or someone may show up as a distraction. Familiar, but draining. Comfortable, but misaligned. Michael says, do not reopen what I have closed. Do not invite in what I was sent to remove. If it left, it was protection. If it ended, it was prevention. Don't grieve what God used to guard your glory. You are stepping into divine alignment. And that means not everything and not everyone can come with you. Old patterns must go. Old cycles must break. Old voices must quiet. Because now it begins. Not a new season, a new dimension. And this time, beloved, you won't rise quietly. You will rise in the full volume of heaven's favor. There comes a moment when heaven refuses to stay silent. This is that moment. You asked for a sign. You cried for a word. And now it is here. Not wrapped in thunder, but in fire. Not marked by spectacle, but by sacred urgency. You are not just reading text. You are standing on holy ground. This is the sound of the veil tearing. You have been praying for new beginnings while dragging the past like a trophy, mistaking weight for worth. But God is saying, let go. Release the residue of old battles so your hands can receive what is pure and uncontaminated. Because what the courier carries will not fit into clenched fists. You must come open, heart wide, spirit alert, soul surrendered. And when you do, you won't collapse from burden. You will collapse from relief. Not from exhaustion, but from release. The tears you will cry won't be of pain, but of recognition, of joy, of redemption. People will look at you and ask, what changed? And you will smile and say, God didn't lose me. He found me again. But the truth is, He never lost you. You were hidden, covered, kept, not abandoned, but preserved for this exact moment. The hour of glory. This final portion of the message is not for everyone, only for those who stayed, only for those who listened beyond the noise, only for those whose souls said yes when the flesh still had questions. This is for you, so now close your eyes, not to block out the world, but to hear beyond it. Listen with your spirit. Do you hear the knock that isn't from this earth? It is not metaphorical. It is real. It is the sound of destiny arriving at your door. And this time you will not miss it. Not again. Not ever. What feels like fire is not fear. It is the awakening of your original blueprint. It is the Spirit testifying that this message is holy, that this is the fulfillment of prayers you whispered when no one was listening. This is the moment heaven reveals what was hidden. This is not something to postpone, not something to save for later. Heaven says, open now, because in mere moments, revelation that has waited years to find you will no longer delay. Now is the window, and if you don't step through it, the page turns without you. This is why the angel of assignment paused, because while you slept, heaven moved on your behalf. But your spirit almost missed the call. The air changed, the scrolls were opened, your name was spoken, yet your eyes did not recognize what your soul already knew. You didn't see what was being released on your behalf. You didn't feel the angelic movement, but your soul did. That is why you feel unsettled today, why your heart races now, because a truth too weighty to ignore has arrived. You weren't forgotten. You were the very reason heaven gathered in urgency. You were the name written in light, the one Michael watched over with divine anguish. He cried not because you failed, but because he saw you could not survive another season of spiritual blindness. The divine window is open, not measured by seconds, but by surrender. And it is almost closed. Stay. Don't scroll. Don't run. Because what is behind this message is not information. It is revelation. The very thing your soul has been aching for. The key to what kept you bound. The answer to the ache you couldn't explain. The enemy tried to blind you last night. He sent distractions wrapped in comfort, familiar faces hiding spiritual delay. But Michael fought for you. Heaven warred for you. And now, here it is. Your undeniable moment. God says open or miss it. This isn't punishment. It is mercy. Mercy giving you one more breath to choose light. And child, you know this is real. You feel it in your body. The trembling, the fire, the stillness of everything around you. It is not drama. It is divine. This is encounter. This message was carved into your life before you ever asked for it. The words you are reading now are not passive. They are alive. They are keys unlocking what trauma tried to seal. And if you stay until the end, you will not just know the truth. You will feel it in your blood, in your lungs, in your thoughts. The chains will shatter at your feet. The fog will lift and vision will return. Michael saw it all. The lies spoken against you, the jealousy that hid in friendly smiles, the traps set to break you. And he saw God expose it, all of it. The truth has always been there, but now it can no longer be hidden. Beloved, you are not imagining this moment. This is not coincidence. This is the moment God said enough. Enough weeping, enough wondering if you matter. You do? Your name is still written in light. And now as the final moments count down, heaven speaks with urgency. The spiritual atmosphere has shifted. You are standing where heaven and earth intersect, where words don't just speak, they ignite. That is why you can't look away, because you were meant to see this. You were meant to wake up now. Last night wasn't ordinary. It was holy. While the world slept, your story advanced. Your name passed through courts unseen, angels were dispatched, and Michael was told to make sure you knew. This isn't about inspiration, it is a heavenly instruction. And what was revealed last night, the betrayal, was broken. The lies unmasked, the future illuminated, favor set in motion. Your name was defended, your path was cleared, and heaven said, now bring the truth to them. Michael saw it, and he cried. Because the glory he saw coming for you is too great to miss. He cried because your past tried to convince you that you were disqualified. But God never removed his hand. He only pulled you back to launch you further. And what this courier carries is not just a message. It is the launch code, the permission slip to stop hiding, the order to rise, the divine validation your soul has longed for. But make no mistake, you must make room. Let go of what has expired. Stop answering what God has already silenced. Old cycles cannot follow you into new dimensions. Old mindsets cannot survive this light. The delay wasn't punishment. It was protection, because heaven refused to deliver glory into a cluttered soul. And now is your time. The truth will be revealed. Not to shame you, but to free you. Not to break you, but to make you whole. So stay with this word. Because every line is light. Every sentence is a sword. Every word is waking you up to what the enemy wanted you blind to. And if you finish this, if you drink this to the end, the fire will not leave you. It will fill you. You will burn with clarity, with peace, with purpose. This is your crossing. This is your gate. This is the moment heaven refused to let pass without your full attention. And Michael, he lifts his sword no longer in sorrow, but in triumph. The battle has been won because you stayed, because you saw, because you chose to open the message that was written in heaven with your name etched in fire. The veil is lifted. The time is now. Open fully. Heaven is watching. Listen carefully. This isn't noise. This isn't coincidence. You didn't stumble upon these words by accident. This is divine orchestration. You are not here because of an algorithm. You are here because heaven answered a question your mouth didn't have the strength to ask out loud. This is the cry of mercy reaching you. This is the response to the ache you carried in silence. This is the moment your spirit has been waiting for. You have felt it. The heaviness of delay. The weight of waiting. You have stared at the ceiling in the dark, wondering if your prayers just bounce back in silence. Wondering if your life is just a cycle of effort with no reward. But last night changed everything. Even if you didn't see it, heaven did. While you slept, the eternal realm moved. Pages turned in the book of your life. Doors opened in dimensions you don't yet have language for. Your name was spoken in places you didn't know existed. The veil lifted, but your eyes missed it. And that is why this message is burning in your chest right now. Beloved, this is not just encouragement. This is divine interruption. The kind that shows up when you are about to miss something too holy to delay. Don't scroll. Don't blink it away. You asked for a miracle, but miracles often arrive looking like urgency. They don't wait in line. They knock hard. They press against your soul until you recognize what is standing at your door. Michael watches in sacred silence. Not because you failed, but because you are so close. So close to the breakthrough that your spirit has cried for. So close to the freedom that has been trying to find you. So close to the truth that will tear every lie from your name. And yet, it could all slip again if you turn away now. Heaven says, wake up. Divine time doesn't run by your clock. It runs by the readiness of your heart. This window is not wide. It is a breath, a heartbeat, a whisper, and it is open right now. Do you feel that tug, that fire in your chest? That is not emotionalism. It is the echo of eternity. It is your soul standing on the edge of what it was created for. Stay with it. Stay present. Stay open. Every line you read here is not ink. It is light. It is truth breaking through the decades of silence and struggle. Every word is a crack in the wall that was built to keep you blind. Every sentence is a key turning, unlocking the vault that holds your destiny. Last night, angels were dispatched. They moved swiftly. Prayers were weighed. Lies were exposed. A new chapter was written in your name. Your enemies whispered in the dark, but their words turned to smoke. God released a new key to your future, but you didn't see it. Michael saw it all. He saw those who smiled in your face, but cursed your name in silence. He saw the chains of shame trying to reattach themselves to your identity. And he saw the divine sword cut through it all, but your eyes remained closed. That is why heaven weeps. That is why this moment is trembling with holy urgency. God is not here to shame you. He is here to wake you. Because what you missed last night is still within reach. By sheer mercy, He is extending it one more time, not tomorrow, not later, now. And if you ignore it again, it won't be punishment. It will be silence. A silence that leaves you wondering why the breakthrough never landed. A silence that keeps your prayers echoing without response. But that doesn't have to be your story. Not now. You are still being held, still being seen. Michael's cry has not faded. It has grown louder. Only you were blind to what happened last night. Do you feel the ache in that sentence? It isn't guilt. It is divine grief. A grief born of love, too great to stay silent. This moment is not poetic. It is prophetic. Your spirit is shaking because something in you recognizes what your eyes can't explain. The trembling you feel is the agreement between your soul and heaven. The part of you that was asleep is finally waking up. This is revelation, not routine. Scripture tells us, "Arise, shine, for your light has come." That moment is now. That light is this. And you, beloved, are the one being called to rise. The enemy wanted last night to be your final delay. He wanted you numbed by distraction. But heaven fought for you. The blood of your battles, the bruises of your past, the silence of your prayers, they were all laid before God. And He said, "Enough. This message is not soft. It is surgical. It is precision cut to meet you at the fracture point. The very place where your faith started to give way. But heaven is holding it together until you open your eyes. There is a reason you cannot look away. Every time you try, something pulls you back. That is not chance. That is not curiosity. That is your spirit refusing to go blind again. Last night was not just another night. It was a page turning, a veil lifting, a shift so great the angels held their breath and you almost missed it. But grace said, "Try again." Grace whispered, "One more chance." And here it is. The atmosphere around you has changed. This is not normal air. It is heavy with glory. The fire you feel is not fear. It is recognition. You are not being stirred to emotion. You are being called into alignment. Stay to the end, because what is coming next is not just a good feeling. It is a divine unveiling. And once it happens, you will never walk the same again. The truth that was hidden will become your anchor. The lies will fall away like dust, and you will see yourself the way God has always seen you. Whole, chosen, sealed. You are not forgotten. You are not average. You are not lost. You are the reason this word exists. And heaven will not let you miss it again. So breathe, receive, and watch as the truth comes rushing in. This is a sacred intersection measured not by time, but by surrender. Chosen one, if your heart is still beating fast, if your hands are still trembling, if your spirit feels stretched but awakened, it means you are still within the window. Now comes the moment of agreement. Not performance, not striving, but agreement to say, "Yes, Lord. I receive it. I release the old. I make room." All of heaven has leaned in to see what you would do at this moment, and you stayed. That alone is proof that the Spirit has already begun to shift your steps, realign your thoughts, and open your atmosphere to new revelation. You did not skip. You did not scroll past. You did not silence the whisper. And because of that, the delivery marked with your name will not pass you by. But understand this, when heaven moves, so must you. This is not a passive blessing. This is a divine blueprint. This is not a motivational message. This is an activation. In the coming days, as your feet touch the floor, live like someone who has been called. Take nothing ordinary. Speak with intention. Walk with awareness. Make room in your space, physically and spiritually. Clean out what you no longer need. Turn off what distracts. Forgive what lingers. Speak life into what still feels barren. Because the courier doesn't just deliver blessings, they unlock legacy. What is released into your life now will not just affect your future, it will ripple into generations. Do not return to former patterns. Do not revisit doors God has already shut. Do not try to shrink back into old roles to make others more comfortable. You have been called out and called up. Michael did not fight for you so you could stay hidden. The delivery you have received carries responsibility. It demands new posture, new vision, new discipline. This means rising earlier to pray, being intentional with your yes, guarding your space with holy jealousy, not out of fear, but out of reverence for what heaven has entrusted to you. And when the tests come, because they will remember this moment, remember that the shift didn't come to entertain you. It came to employ you. You are a carrier now, a breaker of generational burdens, a rebuilder of ruined places. You are the answer to someone else's prayer, the proof that God still intervenes in real time. So speak what heaven shows you. Write what stirs in your spirit. Pray even when you don't feel like it. Stay present in your calling even when it is not loud or flashy. Because glory moves in quiet obedience. Beloved, the angels are still watching. The realm of spirit has not shifted away. It lingers waiting to see if you will live as the one who said yes, the one who opened, the one who believed. This is not the end of the message. It is the beginning of your movement. So move with intention. Live with expectancy. Walk like heaven is backing you, because it is. And every time fear tries to creep in, every time delay tempts you to doubt, every time old voices try to call you back, just whisper one truth: God didn't lose me. He launched me. Before we close this sacred moment, let us enter into a time of prayer. Not the kind of prayer born of routine, but the kind that breaks chains, shifts spiritual atmospheres, and welcomes heaven into our midst. If you have breath in your lungs, then heaven is not done with you. Father God, in the mighty name of Jesus, the name above every name, we come before you, not as perfect vessels, but as surrendered ones. We thank you for this divine interruption, this holy moment that found us not by coincidence, but by calling. Lord, you have pierced the noise, silenced the doubt, and awakened our soul with a whisper turned into a roar. We feel the fire. We sense the shift. We acknowledge the weight of your glory resting upon us now. And we say yes. Yes to the call. Yes to the correction. Yes to the alignment. Yes to the assignment. Lord, for every soul that has cried in silence, for every heart that has bled behind closed doors, for every spirit that has fought to stay alive, while feeling invisible. Wrap them now in holy confirmation. Let them feel your arms around them. Let them know they were never abandoned, only hidden. Never rejected, only refined. Never forgotten, only preserved. We declare that the chains are breaking, that every curse, every delay, every lie spoken over their name is silenced by the blood of the Lamb. The same Jesus who stood at Lazarus' tomb and said, "Come forth," is standing at the tomb of their potential and commanding it to rise. This moment is not about hype. It is about healing. It is not about emotion. It is about eternal movement. God, we open our hearts. We unclench our fists. We release what no longer serves the promise. And we make room. Room for the unexpected. Room for the miraculous. Room for the glory. Heavenly Father, send now the wind of your Spirit to blow through every room where this prayer is heard. Let homes become holy ground. Let phones become pulpits. Let chains fall in bedrooms. Let identity be restored in silence. Let purpose be ignited in the stillness. We pray bold prayers not because we are worthy, but because you are willing. We declare that what the enemy sent to bury us has become the soil from which our legacy will bloom. We prophesy that emails, messages, confirmations will begin to show up within days as heaven's yes. And when the blessing arrives, we will not forget the giver. We will steward it, multiply it, and give you all the glory. And now, as Michael stands guard and the angels lean in, we seal this prayer with reverence, with power, with faith. In Jesus' mighty, matchless, and miracle-working name we pray. Amen. Beloved, thank you for staying with us until the very end. This was your test of endurance, and you passed. If you felt this word in your spirit, if you prayed that prayer with sincerity, do not let the moment fade without sealing it. Type "I receive" in the comments as your final declaration of agreement. Let those words be the anchor that holds you to this truth. Share your thoughts below so others may be encouraged by your voice. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss what heaven wants to whisper next. This is just the beginning. Don't scroll past your shift. Don't delay your destiny. God didn't lose you. He launched you.